My name is Drew. Thanks for tuning in to our latest Dissected Series video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the freshly released Bontrager Line Elite and Line Pro wheels. Today we're going to be talking mostly about the Line Pro wheel, which is their top of the line offering. It retails for $1,299 and the Elite level wheels retail for $899. They're both OCLV carbon construction and have a lot of new features and design tech that go into the rim profile, really making these wheels a pretty competent and comfortable carbon wheel for mountain bikers and e-bikers. So the Bontrager Line Elite and Pro wheels come in 29 or 27.5 inch wheel options, and the weight for the 27.5 is 1,710 grams, and the weight for the 29er option is 1,760 grams. When it came to the construction of the new Line wheel set, Bontrager wanted to start by re-examining the rim profile. Obviously, the rim profile plays a huge role in how a wheel set performs out on the trails. It's one of the most important parts, along with spoke selection and spoke tension. So what Bontrager chose to do is changing the hook wall thickness. They've essentially more than doubled it. It is 4.6 millimeters thick now. And by doing that, they've also been able to greatly increase the radius of that rim wall. And the theory behind that is they're not only adding more material here, which is going to increase the strength and kind of robustness of the wheel when it does come in contact with the ground, rocks, or other obstacles, it also is going to reduce the chance of pinch flat. Bontrager also took a look at the vertical height of the rim as well. And by reducing that rim height to 27 millimeters, Bontrager is able to still have a stiff wheel because of the lateral construction and added material, but still have vertical compliance because it's not such a deep carbon dish. The really deep carbon wheels will have a much stiffer ride vertically and will result in kind of riders getting railroaded and bounced off the side of a trail if they're trying to navigate some really rough off-camber rocks or roots. Bontrager is using 28 spokes that go into their machined hubs. Both the wheel sets will use the same rim, materials, and design, but the Pro wheels will use 28 DT Swiss Comp race spokes, whereas the Elites will use 28 J-bend spokes, and will kind of save you a little bit of cash. Mated up to those 28 spokes are nice precision hubs available in SRAM XD, Shimano Micro Spline, or the older Shimano free hub bodies. And Bontrager is also using a standard 6-bolt rotor design. After we spent some time riding our other set of test wheels, we reached out to Bontrager and wanted to talk to them a little bit about the development, what some of the goals were, and how they came about to develop what they are calling the strongest wheel set they've ever built and tested. Bontrager was actually exhausting the regular impact test on their old wheel setup, so they went so far as to build a new anvil, which they said was better replicating the impacts and real-world scenarios that were creating the damage that they were seeing most from warranty and carbon care claims. You can see as that angled anvil is striking the wheel, it's going to better represent what riders will encounter out on the trail. And after doing the testing on these wheels and developing to the point where they would pass with flying colors, they started throwing a lot of their competitor wheels on there, and not only found that these were the stiffest and strongest wheels that Bontrager had ever made, but that these things were testing better than any other wheel that they had tested yet. So definitely some bold claims, and so far from what we've experienced out on the trail, they seem to be holding up to those claims. Bontrager went on to say that they had a couple of key factors in mind when it came to developing these new wheels. Obviously, creating a pretty affordable and competitive carbon wheel set was near the top of their list, but they really wanted something that would be strong, stiff, and make riders think that these wheels would be something that's worthwhile upgrading no matter what brand of bike you're riding. To do that, they really took a look again at that hook shape, that wider thickness, up to 4.6 millimeters, and the larger radius. And another important factor for them was use of their manufacturing technique and the OCLV material. We're really excited to put more time on these wheels and report back to you guys with a full review in the future. So far, our preliminary testing and riding and just kind of getting to know the product has been really good. We tested these again on an e-bike. We put some lightweight tires on there just so we could speed up the abuse and impact testing on these wheels, and we've definitely bottomed out. We've blown through tires and we're now finally going to a little bit stiffer sidewall and riding tires that would probably be a little better spec'd on the e-bike that we're testing. But even though we've got a few chunks and dings out of these tires from running way too light a tire on an e-bike, they're still holding up. We've not seen any problems, no cracking, no braking. The spokes are still holding up. Really like 33 degrees of engagement on this Rapid Drive 108 hub. Overall, we're quite impressed so far. Bontrager's done a good job in developing this latest wheel set, and quite excited to report back to you guys after a couple more months of beating on these things. And make sure you visit theloamwolf.com. We've got a little bit longer interview with Bontrager's wheel development department and R-Dog, who are kind of vital guys in helping develop these wheels. We're excited to also be teaming up with Bontrager to be giving a set of these wheels away in the near future. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, visit the website, and find out how you can win a set of these wheels for yourself. And thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you out on the trails.